Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about our new topic, that is post call with fixes. Fixes is nothing but whenever we using for external file data storage, that is JSON, XML or YAML file. Those files we are going to accessing those value. What all the values are presented inside that files, those things we are accessing, right? That is called fixes we are using. And other languages we can able to say data driven framework. Okay, we can able to say data driven framework. Okay, based upon that how we can able to read it. There is a fixes class folder is presented, inside that there is an example. Okay, based upon we can able to use it for example.json, or else we can able to create a new file for JSON. We can choose like right click new, and you can provide for file name as JSON, extension is JSON. Okay, and you can provide any kind of name. Okay, in case if you are using for post call, you can able to use for create user or create registration, like that you can able to create any kind of JSON format. Okay, once you use that, you can able to take it for my JSON format. This is the one I have, and I'm going to make it here. Okay, and I'm going to use it here. I'm going to make it for some name, CS technologies. I'm not going to use for already presented one, mail active, and email ID we are going to take for every time is a new one. Okay, now I want to call it here, and I'm going to copy paste my previous call, which is my post call method explanation class. Okay, and if you are not watched that video, please go through that, how we can able to call this entire code and how we can able to use it, everything I explained in there. Okay, and how we can able to create a random string and how we can able to access those things into our post call, those things also I explained there. Okay, please go through that video and come to here and you can able to understand and fixes. Okay, how many ways we can able to create our fixes means there are two ways. Okay, two ways we can able to create, one is global and another one is local. Okay, global is nothing but before describe we are going to create, that is a global. Local means inside the test case we are creating fixes, that is called a local way or local fixtures. These are two ways we can able to communicate with our features. How we can able to call it our global? First we'll try for global, then we'll go for uh, local features. Okay, now I'm going to call it for global. Global first I'm going to create as a constant. Why we are using, right? Other languages like string, integer, like that we have data type, right? Here also JavaScript having the constant and var keywords. Anything we can able to use. Constant, I'm going to use it here. Okay, and my variable is data. Okay, here we required for required, because we required is basically to initiating for what file you required in this project. In this project, which file you required, to indication purpose we are using for required method. Okay, single quotation you need to mention for dot. If you mention two dots and backward slash, you can able to see it is giving for three files. What are the three files? If you expand and see this, any E2E folder, we have three functionalities. Those three functionalities coming here. Okay, you can see getting start and advanced examples and API automation testing. These are three folders it is displaying, right? But I don't want, I want for fixes folder. How we can able to mean, there are again two dots forward slash. Then it will focus, it will come for Cypress. In the Cypress, what all the folders are presented, that all the focus it will come. Okay, if you make it only for two slash means it will directly focus inside the Cypress E to E. Okay, if you mention again two dots and forward slash, then what will happen? It will focus will come to that Cypress only. In the Cypress, which are the folders we require, and we require for features. And again forward slash, we can able to see. If you create another file in that inside the features means you can able to see two files. Okay, in our case, we am going to take for example. Okay, I'm going to take it this particular data. Okay, and I'm going to taking for that particular data, and coming to here you can remove this one, data dot. Once you make the data, you can able to see there are variables. Okay, 4 variables we are able to see, and name I'm going to take it. And here again, data dot gender. Okay, and here status we are going to take it, status. Okay, the values coming from example. Okay, and this email ID we already created for random string. That's why, because our email ID is mandated to verifying every time. If you create, the duplicate will come, right? That's why they make it for mandatory field as like unique email ID is required, and they're making, that's why we created for random string, and then we are using here. Okay, now whether this example is work or not, we'll see. Npx Cypress open. Once we open, then it will can able to get it for our Cypress. And I can open mines, and we can able to see here post method, and we can able to see our validation is successful. But whether that email ID we can able to exclude read, means we can able to take this like entire thing. I can able to copy first. Okay, I'm pasting here, and I'm changing this one into name. Okay, and I'm taking this name into a down. Okay, now again I'm saving. You can see name also, it will CS technology, it is verified. Okay, this case we can able to use it for global. Okay, how can we validate for local then? How to call directly fixtures? And I'm going to comment this one, and we need to come to inside this. Okay, in the test case IT field inside, and we can able to enter in the last. Okay, and here we need to use for cy dot fixes. Okay, you can see there is a method. Okay, fixes. This method help you to read your features in a features file, which is the file it is presented inside the features. Directly it will call it here. Okay, that method it will call it directly, and we can able to single quotation. We need to mention our file example dot json. Okay, this is my file. Okay, and then we need to use for then concept. It will return some method, and we can able to create one function. But here we need to get for one variable. Why variable is required means in this particular features is required to get the data in from the here the data place. But here also we need to get the data, which name we need to get it, where we need to provide means in the then concept we have created a function. Inside this function we need to call it one, we need to create a variable. This data field value stores everything from example.json file. What are the values it will provide? Everything it will store into that location. Then what is the next step means? cy.request is that, right? This all the operation we done. Just copy everything from up to then condition close. Okay. Just go to inside, paste it. Okay. Now save. This is the way we can able to call it for your. See again the data which I used the top global also same data name. That's why I'm not changing here. Okay. You can able to change here the variable name means you need to use here also. Okay. Then I'm going to run my file again. You can see now also it will validate for 3 verifications. This is the simplest format to calling for uh, external file data. Even it will complicated for when you go for complicated files to getting more values, but we can able to easily read for by using fixes to the values. Okay, this is all about for fixes with the post call with the random value choosing. That's all about this video. I hope you understand this video. Please like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share your friends and colleagues. Thank you.